Hi, this is another question about the labour market. This time it's asking you to work out what is my net pay. So net pay is what you get paid when all of your deductions have been taken away. So it's the money that you actually end up getting as an employee. And the way that we work this out is net pay equals gross pay. Gross, that word means, like in French, if you were to use the word gros, you might have learnt that in French, that means big. So this is the big number. So it's gross pay, take away the deductions. What you're doing to get your net pay is you're looking at what's left over when you've taken away your deductions. It's a bit, the word net is like thinking of when you go fishing in the sea. You use a net so that you don't fish the whole of the sea and all of the water and everything else. You just take what you want. You just take the fish out of the water. So it's what's left over when you've taken away, in this case, your deductions. Deductions, there are 4 specific ones. Income tax, so that will be taken away from your gross pay to give you your net pay. Also national insurance contributions. They're a bit like another tax that's also paid on your income. We sometimes call these NICs. Another deduction is your pension contribution. If you're paying into a pension, then this will also be taken away as a deduction. And the last category are student loan repayments. And these will be taken away from your gross pay as well to give your net pay. So there are these 4 things here. Now, this question is a little bit misleading. They're trying to catch you out because they've told you your gross pay. That's straightforward. So that's the section here. But then they say, my rent is £500. That's irrelevant to this calculation because rent isn't a deduction. The next one, my private pension contribution is £80. That is a deduction. So now if we look at this calculation, net pay is gross pay take away deductions. So it's going to equal your gross pay £2,500. Take away, and we need to add together all of our deductions. We know we've got one already, your private pension contribution, £80. Then I must pay £750 in income tax. We know that that's another deduction, so we're going to add that on here. That's another deduction. Then I must pay £80 in national insurance contributions. That's another deduction, so £80 there. So to find out what all of our deductions are together, we have to add together all 3 of these. We can then say that our gross pay minus our deductions is the £2,500 is the gross pay. Then when we've added together all of these deductions, they make £910. Therefore, our net pay is £2,500 minus £910. And when you work out the answer there, that's £1,590. That's very important that you put the pound sign. If you don't put the pound sign in the exam, you won't get the mark for it. And that's how you work out what your net pay is.